Hey, Vortex here, and welcome to my review of the iFi Go Link. As you can see, it's basically a dongle DAC, or as it states there, it's a high-res USB DAC and headphone amp. High-res, as you can see. So yeah, as usual, full disclaimers, I'd like to thank iFi themselves for sending me this unit. Thank you very much. When I'm done with the unit, it will be sent on back to the company, so it's just a loaner basically. And yeah, I was not paid to this video, and all thoughts and opinions are my own, as they are per usual. And yeah, as a sneak peek, I've actually been using this, and this is actually a good one. And yeah, let's just get into the video. So just a closer look at what you get. Obviously I will show in a bit. So yeah, like I said, USB DAC and headphone amp, so it's just like a dongle DAC. Bunch of specs. So I use the ES9219 DAC, which is fine, 32-bit. Bit more information there. 32-bit 384, PCM, DSD256 and MQA. Dynamic range enhancement technology. Powerful amp that drives headphones and earphones. Obviously I'll talk about the power in a bit. 3.5 only, so there's no balanced. And yeah, so more specs here. Obviously what's important is 32 ohms from 70 milliwatts, which is more than enough. That's 1.5 volts output impedance, 0.4 below. Now that's quite key for sensitive earphones, and I like that they state that. Obviously there's a bunch of specs if you want to take a look, and a warranty of 12 months. So yeah, I'll open in the next clip and I'll show you what you get. So let's see what you get in here. So this is priced I think around I think £59, I think something like that. Obviously it depends on your country. Bunch of paperwork. So sticker. Audio format from the colour, 3.5 USB-C input and power. Bit more few specs, that's quite useful. Green, cyan, blue, yellow and magenta. Depends on what you're using it for. I think most folks you'll probably just see green. So that's there. After sales, MQA setup if that matters to you. Some silica gel. You do get an adapter for iPhones. Well, lightning connector, so Type C. Obviously I've been using it, so it's in my pocket. So this is how I tried it with my PC, USB-C to USB-A, not a problem. And here it is itself. So it's not very big, build quality seems fine. The strain reliefs either end, obviously Type C to the 3.5. Go Link QR code, as you can see. Metal finish, slight weight to it, it's not very heavy. Bit of text on the side, technology licensed from AMR Audio, assembled in China, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, again I've been using this. I'm going to show you super quick what it looks like on Windows 10. Obviously I've tried this with my phone. I've been using this for at least probably 10-15 hours by now, and yeah, then on to the full review. So this is what it looks like in Windows 10. I've done no settings apart from basically just plugging it in, so it comes up as here. iFi USB Audio SE default device. Now there's no microphone support. This is the one I'm using just to record this kind of capture. So yeah, it does not support microphones at all. So yeah, so click properties. This should be the same for Windows 10. So make sure by default it's maximum volume 100. Please lower that to at least 5 and then go up is the best way to describe it. Advanced, again, default. Again, you can do all of this. You just say you can do 32-bit 384 PCM, so it's all there. Spatial sound is off, and that's it. So this should be the same if you're using Windows 11, I presume, maybe Linux as well, but Windows 10 is plug and play, and yeah, that's it. Yeah, so welcome to my review section of the iFi Go Link. Like you just saw in Windows 10, no problems at all. So let's just get on to straight into it, kind of compatibility. So obviously Windows 10 plug it in works fine. I used it with the Type C to USB-A adapter, not a problem. Use this with my phone, which is a Xiaomi Redmi Note 10 Pro. Again, no problem at all. Try this with my Windows 7 like old laptop I use, and I had no luck. It came up with an error. So yeah, with modern hardware, plug and play, and it does exactly what it's supposed to. So power consumption as well. So I found the consumption on this fairly low. Not the lowest I've seen, but fairly low kind of power consumption. So it's fine. You're not. It's not like it's like balanced output, which they can really cane power outputs. But I found the battery life and the power consumption, to be honest, was actually fine on this. And yeah, just to show you what it looks like, so we can have a better look. So obviously MQA light there. Obviously for my use it was green because I used PCM. And that's it. Build quality is good. Strangely for either one. I like to have seen detachable. In case the cable, you have an issue, you can always put a new cable in, stuff like that. But it is fixed, and I think the price of this is around, I think it was £59. It's around that kind of price, obviously depending on dollars and depends on where you're watching this. So yeah, about £59 as when I did this. So power, so as in output power, what are these like? So I tried these with a few different devices, like the orchestra light, as in the key we use orchestra light, not a problem. And this is one I did a lot of testing with. So that's the Lectura S12 Pro. These are planars, so it's typically harder to drive. Now I found anything beyond 50% was getting to a level that starting to get loud. So 50 to 60% is enough. Now, like I said before, it does, I think, 70 milliwatt to 32 ohm. That covers like 99% of the earphones out there, so you shouldn't really have a problem. I'll try this with some efficient headphones because I don't really have anything that's hard to drive. Got the Philips Fidelio X2, not a problem, and the Civica Phoenix I reviewed a while ago, again not a problem as well. Yeah, so satchel sound quality. Now some people have moaned that I don't really describe it very well, but this seems to be a really nice implementation of the DAC, and the volume itself is controlled internally in the DAC. So all this means is this actually sounds really good. So it sounds it's very clean, it's detailed, but it's slight warmth to the sound to be kind of really picky to it. But yeah, very good sound quality. Now this beats, I think, probably all of the audio adapters I've tried, probably apart from two. But for sheer sound quality, it's definitely up there with the best. Now, I tried this with some desktop gear. It's really hard to tell the difference between this and like my topping combo for sheer sound quality. Obviously, that's got a lot more power. But for sound on like an IEM, this thing does sound great, from my opinion. And yeah, obviously there's no volume control, so it's a bit harder to work with. Obviously you have to control the volume in Windows, or on your phone you have to control it with the phone. But yeah, really good. Just get that out of the way. And on the whole, it's quite like sound stage was fine, imaging's fine. Because a lot of people ask me like, what's the sound stage like on the DAC? Like this device is meant to be transparent, so bear that in mind. But the sound quality is very good. And it worked perfectly. There's no weird bugs or glitches or any dropouts or anything like strange behaviour while I used it. And yeah, I was really quite happy with it. And not much to say really. It does its job, and it does its job well. Now, conclusion is, do I recommend this? Yeah. To be picky, it's got MQA support. Now, if it didn't probably have that, it could probably be a bit cheaper, obviously due to licensing. Now, most folks won't really care for MQA, so if it didn't have it, this technically could be a cheaper device, which makes it a little bit more competitive. But it is what it is, and I do like this device. I'd prefer like a detachable cable here, attached. If this breaks, you're in trouble. Something like a cable like this to connect it, or what I mean, something like that. But yeah, really good sound quality, good power consumption, well, low power consumption, so good sound, it's got more than enough power, Works on Windows 10 and my phone. I don't know if it'll work on your phone, but it works on mine. Some phones can be quite finicky. I think some Samsungs, but obviously if your phone doesn't have a 3.5 jack. But yeah, I was really happy with it. It does exactly what it's supposed to. I would have liked volume controls and probably no MQA. You know, something like that to make it a bit more universal. Or play pause and or things like that kind of functionality. But for £59, this thing sounds great. It does everything I kind of planned it would do, and really good sound quality from it. Like I said, detailed, clean, slight warmth, no real fatigue. Really nice implementation of the DAC inside, and that's pretty much it. Not much to say. It does everything I want it to do, and it does it well. So yeah, if you want to know any more particular details about this, please do let me know in the comments. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.